I have to admit, Quoodles is pretty adorable. Space Adventure is actually a two-part episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. It's a 50-minute episode, the 22nd episode of the third season, and in this one, Ludvig von Drake has created a kind of a treasure trail, but in order for the gang to locate this treasure in space, they have to find various different things that will give them treasure stars. And straight away, I love the fact that it's encouraging younger children to learn about counting, because the stars are numbered from, I believe it was 1 to 10. I think there were 10 of them. So of course it's encouraging counting from 1 to 10. But also it's teaching children a lot about space. This is not the first time that Mickey and the gang have gone to space. They've gone several times before. But I feel this time, because it's across 2 episodes, they get to explore more aspects of the space. There's a very eye-rolling joke about the Milky Way, which actually gave us the bunch in the background. The sound effects for this were absolutely brilliant. It's very self-aware, which is something that, as an adult viewer, I really enjoyed. And we get to meet Martian Mickey again, Space Mickey, and Space Pete, and their version of Toodles, which is Quoodles. And this is a kind of a, we can tell it's kind of a girl version of Toodles, and she is adorable, and there's definitely some kind of relationship or potential relationship there between Toodles and Quoodles. I thought she was very cute, and she has a face, and I really liked her. It's, for the younger viewer, I think it's a really good episode with a lot of opportunities for learning, for encouraging creative play. This kind of treasure hunt aspect, I think, is always something that Clubhouse does quite well. And they come across a reasonable amount of problems that have to be overcome. The animation style, of course, is lovely. The way we have green Martian Mickey, and they have to try and problem solve by trying to identify if Mickey or Pete is the real Martian Mickey, which sounds weird, but they do dedicate quite a bit of time to this. And they have Pluto from the planet Pluto. I always like the stark contrasts between the gang and the space version. For me, it may not be my personal favourite episode. Do I think it needed to have been a two-parter or a double-length episode? Not necessarily, but the space episodes do seem to be quite popular, and if it's teaching children about space or encouraging children to look at the wider world, then that is always a good thing. Space Adventure is generally an all-round decent extended episode.